Speaking of head coaching vacancies, though, I mean, I personally I made a video about this. It didn't. I mean, people didn't like the video because I basically said I think Rich Bisaccia should be the head coach, and I say that because I think Mark Davis wants that. I think if you watch some of the press conferences of the Raiders, they're almost trying to push Rich Bisaccia propaganda because they want the fan base to want Rich Bisaccia because that's an easier decision for Mark Davis. Think about it. It's probably less money. You don't have to get a whole new coaching staff. You don't have to pay out a bunch of people. And I'm pretty sure Bisaccia would take less money than a high-profile coach. I mean, especially if he's just an interim head coach right now, didn't really have any opportunities to be a head coach that I know of prior to this opportunity. So, hey, I was just saying, I think it's what they want. I think it's what they want for the Raiders. It's what Mark Davis wants. And I think I would like it to go to a Gruden guy, somebody who comes from his tree. And I also believe that I don't want to break up the band. If we got all the way to the playoffs and Gus Bradley has, despite what people think his scheme's too simple, whatnot, it's still an improvement and it's still a really good defense. It's still way better than what we've had before. And Derek Carr, I think he wants Rich Bisaccia. And you saw Hunter Renfrow on NBC on an interview just last night say, hopefully we win these next few games to keep Rich Bisaccia as the head coach. That's what Hunter Renfrow wants. That's what he said. And so I think Derek Carr probably would want the same thing. I mean, Derek Carr and Hunter Renfrow carpool to the games together. I think their opinion on the team and the future of the team might be quite similar. I do believe that. And here's the thing that they're reporting. This is Bleacher Report. There are some rumors, and this is coming from, I believe it was Jeremy Fowler of ESPN. So this is just a reporter from ESPN. He believes, he's told, and he's not going to list his source, but this is what I'm telling you. I'm being as transparent as possible of what I know about this. And I'm going to use some of my logic and reasoning to think about how true this could be. We've already heard rumors earlier in the year that Mark Davis wanted to get Derek Carr's contract extension done before he gets a new head coach, before he decides on the new head coach. So there's a rumor here by Jeremy Fowler of ESPN that Derek Carr's presence, who he wants as the head coach, will heavily impact who gets the job, heavily impact the search. So if he wants Rich Bisaccia, I mean, and, he gets an extension with the Raiders, Mark Davis might just have to pick Rich Bisaccia. If Hunter Renfrow just said on NBC last night, being interviewed by Collingsworth's son, that, hey, he hopes Rich Bisaccia gets the job, and he carpools with Derek Carr to all the games together, I think Derek Carr wants Rich Bisaccia. And I think Mark Davis doesn't want to piss off Derek Carr. Think about it, guys. And this is one thing a lot of people, they want to think of rumors of who's going to be the next quarterback. Is it going to be somebody else besides Derek Carr? With how messed up this year has been, how messed up this organization has been for some time, I don't really think this is the hot spot destination that a lot of people think it is for a quarterback, for a Rodgers, for a Russell Wilson. It's not. It's not, okay? Derek Carr, and people openly talk about this, that it's like he's kind of like being nice by being on the Raiders. And I'm not saying he's the greatest quarterback and he's gracing the Raiders with his presence, but he's gone through so many changes and coaching changes. He's gone through not having a lot invested in his weapons outside of offensive line. They did give him an offensive line for a large portion of his career. I will give the Raiders that. But think about it, man. I think Mark Davis wants to keep the guy happy, wants to keep the guy around, likes the fact that he's been some sense of stability over the past 8 years. The one stable thing that we have is Derek Carr, and I think Mark Davis likes that. And look, it's not just the coaches and the GMs who decide who's the quarterback year in and year out. And we've had year after year people say Derek Carr is no longer going to be the QB of the Raiders by all the top reporters in the world. All the fake rumors in the world pushed by them have said Derek Carr's done. We thought people are saying, oh, Gruden wants a new QB. Gruden hates Derek Carr. Gruden got Mariota because he doesn't like Carr. People have been saying this forever. Oh, Gruden wants Deshaun Watson, right? And so, look, clearly Mark Davis has always wanted Carr. Because no matter who the coach has been, no matter what's happened, the same constant thing that has remained is Derek Carr. And Mark Davis is the one writing the checks at the end of the day. So if he wants somebody, they're going to stay. And if he doesn't want somebody, they're not going to stay. And he hasn't expressed and hasn't put himself in a position to get somebody else besides Derek Carr. I mean, the only thing they've ever done is invest in a backup quarterback. So, hey, at the end of the day, it seems like Carr's going to be here, and he's going to have an impact on who the coach is. And I also think Mark Davis settled with John Gruden. We don't know how much he paid him, but I don't think he's going to come out and try to spend a bunch of money on a new head coach. I think he wants somebody who's going to be more affordable after dropping the bag on John Gruden, and that someone is probably Rich Bisaccia, somebody like that, or somebody who's on the staff right now. And here's the thing, Mike Tomlin, he's not going to come here. These are all just fake rumors to get clicks, and it's the mainstream news doing this, but Mike Tomlin's not going anywhere. He's never had a losing season. While head coach at Pittsburgh, he's been there for like over 10 years. Never had a losing season. Just earlier this year, Mike Tomlin was signed to a 3-year extension. And like coaches' contracts are guaranteed. So he's not going anywhere until 2024. And I do not believe the Raiders will send draft picks for Mike Tomlin. No, I don't think Mark Davis wants to spend big on a head coach after already dropping the bag on John Gruden. And Harbaugh would be expensive too, and he would clear out the whole staff and have to hire a whole new staff and settle with old contracts. So I just do not believe that is happening. It is going to be probably Rich Bisaccia, Derek Carr, and maybe some other coaching changes. Who knows?